trying to cry and I even have to be silent about it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. This is Granton's reaction, and if you're coming first from my channel, please remember to subscribe, like, and also to comment. So guys, in today's video is about the intense pressure people from the Caribbean are feeling there in Canada right now. Some of them, they just want to come back home because the bills are very high. What they're paying, they're paying a lot of money, and the cost of living is very high there in Canada. So guys, let us watch these videos, combination of videos till the end, then I'll be coming back with more and more comments. Please stay connected till the end.
So sick of this shit. I have no quality of life. I somehow allow people to convince me that, you know, a good life and a successful life is owning a home, owning a car, you know, having this career and, you know, taking a student loan to, you know, advance that career, only to find out that when you do all of these things, you become a slave. You acquire all these material things that the bank owns, and all you do is live with the debt of trying to pay for it. And when you realize you have no quality of life, this is May. It is so freaking cold outside, and you know, you can't get to enjoy your life. So even the things that you're buying to say, yeah, I've accomplished these things, you're not getting a chance to enjoy because you're living people's workplace. You're like a slave to this thing. It's the worst, and you're not enjoying your life. And you're surrounded by all these bills and more bills, and you realize that somebody tricked you into thinking that borrowing money from the bank to buy a house and, you know, borrowing money to buy a car and all these things only make you, you know, stuck in the matrix. I'm annoyed. I am so sick of it. And at the end of the day, you know, you get sick and you're not living any quality of life. Now, if you want to leave from wherever you are in the world to come and experience this, I'm not going to tell you to stop. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of living in Canada. I'm sick of feeling like, you know, I need to be released from this bondage. And I'm not alone. And it has nothing to do with color or creed. It has, a lot of people are living here in Canada and they feel like a slave. They're not enjoying their life. They're miserable. And some people can't even escape because guess what? Financially, they're not able to get out of their situation. And when they tell you, you know, purchasing a home, one of the biggest, you know, achievements in life, you find out that, listen, all it does is keep you in bondage. I'm so sick of it. And freedom for me means an escape from living like this, where you have the illusion of success and all you do is not enjoy life. When you live here, June and July, before you kind of see, like, you know, the sun comes out and you're warm, and you only have a few months and before you're back to it. I'm sick of it. So I'm not telling any Jamaican, and I'm not telling anybody, because they always mistake when you complain. And for those of you who are going to come and say, why don't you leave? I'd love to. And sometimes it's not that easy. When you get to my age and you put in so much time and you work hard to achieve certain things, and when you see it slipping through your hand, if you don't stay on the plantation, it is very scary. So you end up staying longer than you should. I'm sick of this life. Canada is not the place it used to be. Canada invite all of these immigrants into this space, you know, and before you know it, people who have been here paying taxes for decades are left in the side, even though they have worked hard. And people who never contributed nothing, they come here, you know, bring them, take the jobs from the people who are already here for decades and paying taxes. And now, you know, I feel sorry for myself, and I feel sorry for all the other people who have done all the work and now should be benefiting. In Brampton right now has the most people losing their homes. People who work sometimes 2-3 jobs. People who are doing everything to hold on to their shelter. It's a damn disgrace. And I just don't want to be the one to contribute to the illusion of being happy or this being that wonderful place. You're better off living somewhere in a one-room board house where you feel freedom and peace and not feel like a slave. So many people are dropping down in their workplace trying to hold it together, and I don't want to use the D word, but you know, never really getting to enjoy the things that they work for. People are coming out of retirement at 70. What kind of life is this? It is horrible. And then you got a small group of people who is benefiting from our suffering.
Hey, my beautiful people. Yeah, I'm back home. I am home in Jamaica. What an experience. What an experience for me in Canada. I have so many stories. I have so many stories to give. I really and truly like Canada. Differently from the cold, I really like Canada. But you know, coming back to Jamaica, I must say, we as Jamaican who have people living in Canada, we must not take them for granted. You know, we must not take them for granted. They are going through a lot, and a lot is going through them. Because you see, even though it is snowing and I'm driving on the road, and when you're driving on the road, I see people going to work. You know they are going to work. They have the lunch kit in their hand, and they have them little bag. You just know they are going to work. As much as they're in their clothes and all of that, you can see them going to work. Sometimes when I am on the road and like we stop, I know my Jamaican people them, and they're either going to work or they're coming from work. And I'm just looking at them and I said, you know, when you don't know what people have to go through to make life, to make a living, it's best for you to shut up. It's best for you not to say anything. And it's when somebody can leave Jamaica because we're privileged, you know. We Jamaican people, we feel like we're privileged, like people owe us something. And you see, when we get up and go out, and people get up and go to Canada and say they go work, it's work them go. It's not like Jamaica, you got work and you dilly-dally, or work them go. And if they don't go to work, we must appreciate them. I have so many stories, so many.
So a lot of my friends and family, particular in Jamaica, asking me what is my experience being in Canada, because they want to make the transition. Now, this video is not to discourage anybody from coming to Canada. If you feel like Canada is a place that you want to come and live and, you know, start your family, feel free. Don't let this discourage you. But I want to share the realities of Canada. I've been here for the last almost 6 years, and Canada has been, it's different. From after COVID, Canada has changed significantly in a number of areas. And I'll speak to some of the areas that I think Canada changed a lot in. When it comes down to taxes, Canada, I think, have one of the highest taxes in the world. So the more money you earn, the more tax you pay in Canada. It's like the higher you climb is the higher the government take money out of your pay. So you're paying, as I'm up to 47% of your income in Canada that goes to tax. So it's very, 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 very tax heavy in Canada. The other thing that I noticed in Canada is that after COVID, the price of food went right through the doors. Like literally, you can go to supermarket with 100 Canadian dollar and you come out back with absolutely nothing. Just two, probably, if you get 2 bags with $100, you get a lot. Food over the last 2 years, particularly 3 years, skyrocket high. The cost of living versus what you're getting for your pay, what you're getting for to buy for food, absolutely ridiculous. The other thing is rent. Now, Canada have this. So before COVID, you could get a 2-bedroom for like 1,100 Canadian dollars, $1,200. Now, after COVID, the same apartment, the apartment that I live on, I got my apartment before COVID, so I got in a very comfortable rate for a 2-bedroom apartment. Now, I have some friends who moved from Jamaica, and there were some vacancies on this apartment, and they live here, and they're paying $1,800 for the same 2-bedroom. And when they move, the landlord charging $2,200 for the same 2-bedroom. So rent in Canada, it's very, very, very expensive. When you talk about the health care, now Canada have free health care because they use the taxes that we pay to provide free health care. But when you go to the hospital, it's no different from underdeveloped country where you're waiting hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, like literally waiting for 8 hours. You go to the hospital from 7 a.m. in the morning, you're not getting through, and I kid you not, you're not getting through until around maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. That's when you actually get to see a doctor, because there is a shortage in the healthcare workers. There is no doctor, and you can't go to a private doctor. You can't say, all right, you have your money, so you're gonna go to a private doctor. Canada not deal with private doctor. The rich, the poor, everybody goes to one hospital. Furthermore, you can't even get a family doctor. There's a 6 months waiting list to even get a family doctor here in Canada. The other challenge with the reality of Canada is, honestly, Canada boring. Canada boring. There is nothing to do. It's good when you have like your own community, that you can have that level of culture. You know, you have your Jamaican community, you have the other ethnic groups who have their community. Community is big. If you don't have a community in Canada, man, Canada is boring. Now have nothing to do. So I'm grateful that here we form a nice little community where people can display culture, you can talk your language, you can cook your food, and you just feel Jamaican. Without that being present, Canada boring. So a lot of people just work in Canada and save them money so that they can travel to different countries. That's what I've been doing over the last couple of years. Like me, I can't stay 12 months in Canada. It's not possible. It's not possible. Yeah. So at the end of the day, Canada is still good in some instances where, you know, the crime and violence is not as bad. They have good gun laws, but overall, if you're not a strong person, if you don't have community and you don't have the support, Canada is very, very depressing. And I'm grateful to be here, and I'm not discouraging anybody from coming. You can come and you may find it to be good. The other thing is I want to mention is that with this current government, what they're doing, they're reversing a number of the immigration programs that they had for people to get easy access in Canada. So a lot of temporary residents, a lot of people going back to their countries. Trust me, if you do the research right now, a lot of people going back to their countries because people just cannot afford to live in Canada anymore, or the government make it so difficult for persons now to obtain permanent residence in this country. But still grateful to be here, but I just wish things will change soon. That's just my reality of Canada.
Yeah, I must say this, man, to all the Jamaicans that's living in Canada right now. How are you guys doing? How are you guys surviving this place? If you don't notice nothing, like your bills the same, the groceries the same, the market is the same, the house price is the same, you love the weather, then this video is not for you. Just scroll past. But for the other Jamaicans, I must say this, man, how are you guys doing? Because this place is very draining, very depressing, very mindful. So every day I wake up, I'm like, I don't think I can do 2 more years in this country. I don't think I can do 2 more years here. Like, this place is very draining. And with the immigration, it just make it 20 times worse. 20 times worse. So I'm thinking every day, man, where am I going? When am I going? Is it gone? Is it Jamaica? Tell me in the comment if I'm going crazy, but this place is draining.
I am not going to speak for anybody else. I'm going to speak for me.
Personally, there's nothing in Canada to miss. When we were growing up, we were cultured that foreign is greener pasture, and America, Canada and England are greener pastures, and everybody wanting to go. And that is one of the biggest lie that could ever endow on the Caribbean people. Caribbean people rich in love, in help, in kindness, in being your brother's keeper. That is not in first world country. What happened is that they trick us, tell us to go to America to work because of green pasture. And they build up these expensive houses and charge us 250,000 Jamaican dollars, which is 2,000 odd Canadian dollars for rent. And then we have to pay those big rents, and those persons move to the Caribbean, buy houses at the waterfront, and have us maintaining their lifestyle. So they come to the Caribbean, they open up businesses, they buy out the hotels, and all of them are in the Caribbean running wholesales, running hotels, running restaurants, whilst we are the slaves in their country to help them to make their dream come true. Going to Canada was one of the biggest mistakes that I could have ever made. It not only damaged my physical health, but I was very close to getting mental health. I am not talking about anybody else. I am talking about me. The best place to live is Jamaica, is the Caribbean, is to identify with your people, is to speak the same language. If you want little water, you get little water. You can get piece of breadfruit, you can get 2 tomatoes. If you're sick, you can call your neighbor. There's nobody in Canada to help you. The only thing that Canada have is snow, taxes, and high rent. And silent racism. So no, to answer your question, I forgot to not answer your question. No, I don't miss Canada because there's nothing in Canada to miss. Going to Canada was one of the biggest mistakes that I have ever made, and it cost me my health.
Jamaican men are depressed over here in Canada. Listen, can we talk about how a Jamaican man can get depressed when he comes to Canada? A lot of people had warned me about this before my husband came to Canada, that listen, don't force him, let him come on his own time, because when the Jamaican man them come to Canada, it take a toll on them, and especially if the man was coming from a situation where he was in a corporate job, where he was getting paid a really good salary with benefits and all of that. When he comes to Canada and have to adjust his life to what Canada is, and this is not applicable to all situations. Sometimes some people come and them land in a really good job and it's equivalent to what they had in Jamaica. I'm not talking about those circumstances. I'm talking about, when the man come to Canada and he have to do something completely different from what he used to doing back home in Jamaica. That will take a toll on your man. When I say that will take a toll on your man, that will take a toll on your man. And I know coming to Canada is an opportunity for a lot of people. A lot of other men there and them well on the bus, and them when them come to Canada, them get for do things that they never did before with themselves. Not talking about those people either. But I know for sure that a lot of Jamaican men, when they come here and they have to be working some odd jobs, when they have to be doing some things that, they never did before, when they used to have money a certain way at Jamaica, now them come to Canada, them have to watch every dollar with them spend. It take a toll upon the man. So if you have a Jamaican man who is transitioning into the Canadian, and not to mention the culture, because I feel like that's my husband's biggest pet peeve, it's just, getting used to the Canadian work culture, because the working environment here is so different from Jamaica that it shocks your system. It really does shock your system when you come here, when you're not used to that, when you're used to a more relaxed environment, when you're used to an environment where you can't take 2-hour lunch break. No, you only get 30 minutes. It takes a toll on you. But I really just wanted to acknowledge that our men have mental health issues as well. And if you have a Jamaican man or a man from anywhere else that is going through depression, acknowledge that, you know, his feelings are valid and exercise some patience with him. Anyway, bless up.
Guys, I can't do it anymore. Just coming from off the road. It's a very long day. Big up to all of the people them who leave from Jamaica, come to Canada to work in the snow. How wanna do it? How wanna do it? I went with the kids, them said they must want to go skiing. My toe freeze, I have 3 socks. And I told them I can't feel my toe them in my shoes. I have on 2 gloves and I can't feel my finger in them in my gloves. I don't know if inside of the car is colder than outside of the car. How people leave Jamaica and come to Canada, come work, come pick strawberry in this climate. I always see them on social. You know? I always see you guys on social. I want to do it every day for hours. You know, when I was out there, I see some guys directing the traffic. Go they're busy, you know. And trust me, I believe say me have on the most clothes. Come I wear 4 shirts, 2 gloves. I have on a scarf. I have on a hat. I have on 3 socks. I'm well padded. I'm a freeze. As a Jamaican, how gonna do it? It's my 2nd time in Canada. And I said to myself, say, the first time I come here was in summer. And I said to myself, say, I would live in Canada because the place is nice, you know. The place is nice and the people is nice and the place look like crime rate is very low. But me now coming in the winter because my family wants to experience the snow and all of that. Jaja Rasta, me think me have enough. Is it a few days I have leave? I say I want to go to Toronto town. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And after that, I think I'm going to go back to Planet. What place name? I don't remember where the shop name. I go buy 2 more of them pants there. I like them. Different from that. I don't think I can survive in this climate. If you come from Jamaica, I hear some people commenting and saying that them have been doing this. Them come from Jamaica and they have been doing this for years. Right now, see me rub my nose like this. I don't sure which one of them I work. I don't know. I am so exhausted. You know, I don't know how them do it. I see some people sit down outside and they have them light fire. You know, and I'm sitting outside like this is like sun hot in Jamaica. These people are crazy. I was like, am I exaggerating? I was not exaggerating, trust me. You see, every video I've done with myself being frozen, I literally was frozen. At a point when I go into the car, inside of the car is colder than outside of the car. My body torment. I think I wanna go home. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not made for this. I'm not gonna make it. I'm ready to go home. I am ready. When I come to Canada, I don't have a day of sun. My body's lacking vitamin C. My skin dry. I pee. Every minute I want to pee and I'm not drink no water. I am a girl that drinks a lot of water and I cannot drink it, no much water. And if me drinking water, me have to be drinking one taste bad water. There's a water here that it tastes so bad. It tastes so bad. Guys, I wanna do it. I wanna do it. Yeah, people is telling me that wear this, wear that, wear this, wear that, wear that. I am wearing more than what you guys recommend and I'm still dying. Guys, I love you guys. Thank you all for my new family. Again, some new subscriber here in Canada. I really and truly respect you. The ones that come from Jamaica and come here and encourage me, I respect you guys. The ones that have to go out in this a call here every day, I have to go tell my family when I go back to Jamaica, say them if you respect you guys. You guys are doing more than enough. Easy, You see, since even I come out of the vehicle and I go into a restaurant, and when I come up back out of the restaurant, out there feel a little bit better. You see, by me walk from one shop to another shop, me start freeze again. The climate change like in a seconds. Big up on yourself, man. Canadian, big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. I will only live here. I want to live here because I love the country. I really want to live here. But me only live here in the summer. Me think me need to keep on back home and live here part-time. Yeah, I really love in the country. The food is good. I don't really go anywhere. So nobody can compare them food to Jamaica now. Jamaican food is by itself. So when I talk about Jamaican, that is a different topic. I am talking about when you travel and you go overseas. You understand? I am saying I do not go to one restaurant yet. When I eat the food, my belly feel away, my mouth tastes bad. I do not feel anyway. When you eat, go some restaurant and you finish eat, it's like your belly makes some noise. You go to the toilet, you can't stay near nobody. I've not experienced that. So the food is nice, the people is nice, the place is nice, and the outside, the cold is not nice. So by coming back here, guys, it got to be in the summer. So that's my story so far. Tomorrow, I know I'm going to need a story. Every day, I have a story. Jesus, I have a story every day. I frost. Right now, I'm stressed out. I frost out. I think I'm going to go to sleep. Pick up on myself. Lovely, guys. I really, truly love my new subscribers. Again, so many of you here, and you guys are so lovely. Pick up on yourself. Continue to like, continue to share, and continue to subscribe. Peace out. I'm going to sleep.
Okay, guys, welcome back again. Hope you have you've just really watched those combination of videos till the end, and you've seen how life overseas is becoming tough for the immigrants who are there. So, guys, some immigrants are feeling intense pressure living there overseas. They're suffering emotionally, financially, and also mentally. So these all the challenges is what they're going through. First of all, one of them might tell you that yes, I'm earning a lot of money, but just in living in a single tiny room, they're just paying $2,000 live there in Toronto, whereby they're paying just a lot of bills there, just living there for quite to serve their contract to end. But her life there is really, really tough. Life there, one might tell you that I'm earning a lot of money, I'm making a lot of money, posting luxurious cars, the happier moments, all the good moments they're having, only to make people that see that they never failed, their plan never failed, but behind the curtain, things are not working as planned because they are passing through a lot, and also they're suffering that period of being lonely. Some are being just lonely because people are just working in a cycle that are from home to work home. So the cycle is just continuing, home to work to home. So the cycle just continues. So you might find yourself you're just living lonely. There's no that time of interacting with people. So just compared as how they're just living in their home, Jamaica, whereby they usually interact with people, having happier moments, sharing what they have, and sharing the ideas, all the things that is going through their life. But life there in Canada, they're just having that loneliness, and such problem might affect you mentally. You might be stressed, and that's just start asking yourself a lot of questions, and also emotionally. Some people are just suffering emotionally because the way they are treated is not the same way they are treated at their home country. First of all, they are being treated, you might see racism. This is something that has never stopped because we expect a developed country like Canada, to be moving away from such incidents. But we see that some problems like racism is still there. They just saying when they see you, your skin color, they just you don't interact with them very well. You don't speak to them very well because they'll be seeing you as something else. So that is the problem that is affecting many people. So they are just they're just preferring to come back to their home countries, that is Jamaica. So they are saying that a life there in overseas is not well, it's not going well because they are going through a lot and they cannot speak it out. Some of them don't like to speak it out because they might be seen as failures. They might think that people will be laughing at them, and they just think that they will be seen as those people who never saw ahead what is going to happen to them. So they usually just post the luxurious cars, luxurious chains, how they're just living, the houses, the cars. But what deep inside what they're passing through is not normal. It's not normal at all because they're passing through a lot emotionally, financially, and also mentally. So whenever you're not stable at those particular three areas, emotionally, financially, and also emotionally, you might be not you might not be feeling peaceful. And one thing Jamaicans people usually say, peace matters a lot. And in any area where you are living, peace usually matters a lot. Peace only can change everything. Anything in your life, peace only can change everything. But whenever there's no peace of mind, peace, peace at work, yes, you might be making a lot of money, but only when you're lacking peace, you might be suffering in some areas. And we know that Jamaican people usually interact very well, so you will never see that that pressure that others overseas are passing through. You'll never see that. They usually love peace, one love, one out of many, one people usually take care of everybody. They usually interact with everyone, being happy with people. So that's how usually Jamaica usually operates. So when people overseas, I think how the tough the situation is, they usually just prefer to come back to their homeland because life out there is not how they expected to be. So guys, I want you to just view on how is it possible and is it true that life there overseas is not good. And I'm not saying that life in Canada is bad. Life in Canada is not bad at all, but yes, some people usually go there, they make a lot, they make good business, they become successful, they make everything good, but not for everyone at all. So guys, I want you to see, I want us to say your thoughts. How are you viewing? Is it really good to go and live overseas and have peace of mind overseas? And is it really good to go and work on your plans overseas, just drop your thoughts in the comment section, and we'll be communicating more. So bye for now. See you in the next video. Please remember to subscribe.